Hello, welcome to Rando Tech Info, and today's episode is all about the Fossil Gen 6 Hybrid Wellness Edition. Now just so you know, this is not a full review. I've already done detailed reviews of the original Fossil Gen 6, the Gen 6 Wellness Edition, and probably most importantly, the original Gen 6 Hybrid. So if you want to see the full scoop on any of those watches, I will leave links to those reviews at the end of this video and down in the description. The purpose of this video is to cover the differences between the original Gen 6 Hybrid and the Hybrid Wellness Edition in an attempt to answer two questions. One, if you don't own either watch, which one should you pick up? And two, if you already own the original Gen 6 Hybrid, do you need to bother upgrading to the Wellness Edition? When Fossil released the original non-hybrid Gen 6 Wellness Edition, they claimed the watch provided stronger health and wellness metrics for a stronger mind and body. But in reality, there was very little separating it from the original Gen 6. It had the same display, the same specs, and used the same phone companion app. The only real differences beside the watch's casing was the addition of a couple of fitness-focused watch faces and a new watch strap. And it's basically the same story with the hybrid models. In fact, if you go out and look at the product details and tech specs of both watches on Fossil's website, you will see they are practically identical, and at $229 USD, they also cost the same, with the only differences again being the style of the casing, a couple of watch faces, and the strap. The original Gen 6 Hybrid also has a greater variety of straps to choose from, where the Wellness Edition just has different colors of the same silicone strap. Strangely enough, the strap sizes between the two watches are also different. My original Gen 6 Hybrid has 24mm straps, where the Wellness Edition has 20mm straps. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't all necessarily a bad thing. I really like my Gen 6 Hybrid, and as I said earlier, if you want the full scoop on that watch, you should watch the full review. But the short version is, it looks good, has great battery life, has a decent variety of onboard watch faces that thanks to the e-ink watch face can be seen easily even if you are outside regardless of the sun's intensity, and has just enough smart features that you don't feel like you're missing out on too much instead of wearing a traditional smartwatch. It even has a built-in microphone so you can give voice commands to the watch's built-in assistant, Amazon Alexa. And as an added bonus, it can be paired to both Android and iOS devices. This is particularly nice for iPhone users who may sometimes want to wear a more traditional looking timepiece as opposed to the mini phone screen on your wrist look of the Apple Watch. What would be particularly nice for me if you're enjoying this video would be to give it a thumbs up.
It's the least I can do.
Now for full disclosure, there are potential drawbacks to the hybrid life, particularly for people who are used to a fully functional smartwatch. There is no app store, the watch has no speaker, navigation with the physical buttons and watch hands is not as quick as with a touchscreen, and that same e-ink display that is so easy to read in the bright sun can become challenging to read in lower lighting conditions, especially if you don't want to mess with the double tap gesture necessary whenever you want to turn on the backlight. And despite the Wellness Edition label, you basically get the same health and biometric tracking options from the original Gen 6 Hybrid. So you will be able to track your heart rate, blood oxygen, and your sleep, but not much else. You can also track your workouts, but you won't have as many options to choose from as on a traditional smartwatch. So at the beginning of this video, we set out to answer two questions. One, if you don't own either of the Fossil Gen 6 Hybrids, which one should you pick up? And two, if you already own the original Gen 6 Hybrid, do you need to upgrade? And let's go ahead and actually answer the second question first. If you already own the original Gen 6 Hybrid, unless you really prefer the slightly sleeker look of the Wellness Edition, there really is no reason to pick it up, as it is essentially the same watch with the same specs and features. Now, if you don't own either watch and you want to know which one to pick up, I would say it just depends on which watch has the style you prefer. There are a few different SKUs available for each watch, and they can all be viewed on Fossil's website, so you can choose the one that has the right look for you. And just to make your life easier, I will include links to that website down in the description. Fossil doesn't give me anything if you use the links. I'm just a nice guy.
You sure are.
Well, that's all the information I have for one day. As always, I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching, and until next time, this is Rando Tech Info, signing out.